life here on this earth. If I don't do this thing, then I am not going to be able to sustain life on this earth. God knows that it's things that we need to do here on this earth. Like he said, pay Caesar his taxes. We have to pay taxes. That's something that we have to do living here on this earth, pay our taxes, right? But he doesn't want us to put the things in the world before him. Now, Jonathan isn't here today, but his testimony says it all. He talked about how God has blessed him to go through school without paying for anything. And he spent more time in his word than he did studying for school. Now, the average person would say, well, that's not right. You shouldn't do that, X, Y, Z. But it's not right for us to take more time out of our life building up this world system and not taking time out of our life to build up God's kingdom. So the majority of our life, if you talk to any older adult, whether you can be in your 20s, your 30s, or 40s, all the way up, ask that person, how much time have you spent building up God's kingdom? The percentage is going to be low. Let's say 10%. And if you say, let's say it's 90%. And then you say, well, how much time have you spent up building God's kingdom? It's probably 10% or less. But that's not putting God first. Amen? So we have to be mindful to put God first. And then, that's out of order. That's the other part I wanted to say with this. That's out of order. It's out of order for us to put the world system in front of God's kingdom. It's out of order. Okay? So while you're writing your notes, you can write down some of the things that you know for a fact that you are putting before God. Whether it's school, whether it's work, whether it's your social life, whether it's you personally, whatever it is that you know that you are putting before God, put it on paper and look at it. Because sometimes when you look at it and you see it, then it becomes real. But when it's a thought in your mind, you can easily find a way to make an excuse for that thought that you have, And then, all that other good stuff happen, bad stuff happen. So y'all write it down. And what we're going to do is, we're not going to lean on our own understanding, because some of the things that you look at is going to say, how can I put this before God? If I don't take care of this, then my bills won't be paid. Or if I don't take care of this, then lack is going to be in my home with my kids. If I don't take care of this, if I get up and go to intercessory prayer at 6 a.m., I'm not going to be able to do nothing else for Saturday. It's going to just ruin the whole day, because that's just going to throw me off. We have to make sure that we put God first. I can't go to 6 a.m. prayer because I got to go to work afterwards and I'm not going to be able to. Or I have to do this with the kids. They got to go to this sports thing or whatever the case may be. We have to, if we had to be to work at 6 a.m., we would be to work at 6 a.m. We would take the kids where they got to go. We would get to our job. We will get to all of the things that we need to get to. We will make sure that it got done if we had to be to work at 6 a.m. God is calling us to a higher level. He wants to elevate us and push us. And a lot of us desire to be elevated and to be pushed up spiritually. It's something inside of us that's missing. We just don't have that same satisfaction that we had at first, because God is saying that the place where we are now is not the place that he has for us. It's time for us to step out on faith and to move to the next level. So it's going to be hard, but all you have to do is what? Lean not on your own understanding, and he will direct your paths. He will make your path straight. Amen. Okay, Proverbs 29:15. Okay, correction. This is talking about correction. So correction imparts wisdom, but when we leave our kids to themselves, his mother will be disgraced. Sometimes as our kids get older, in which we know that as they get older, they're going to become more disciplined. But sometimes during that time, it can become so hard. As parents, we may, not on purpose, but we may give up a little bit. It says here, don't leave your kids to yourself, or his mother will be in disgrace. We shouldn't allow our kids to be in their room for long periods of time. We shouldn't allow them to be isolated for a long period of time, because it's a lot of things that